this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go!
Okay, ready?
52, block 52. 52's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Go!
Flare. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Showing it.
Ready?
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Shoot.
McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Motion.
Go.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Come on, 58.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 21-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, seam 6.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Big trip.
On 2nd and 12, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
36.
Hey, box drop. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago. 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Under 10. 10.
Hey, lock it.
'One covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Let's go.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Tight end's right. Alert. 3 down.
Now.
24 is the mic. Watch twist.
Go.
24 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
And again, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Aaron Donald, and it'll be 4th down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, watch it. 25, check 25, check 25.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, gone. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
180. 159.
The 5th year back from Texas. This is Malcolm Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Rams, 1st down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These two teams squaring off here in week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. They got a man, it's Woods. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Go. 5.
Allen now on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A good pickup there of 22.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Christian on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Go! 15 line. 15 line. Yes, yes! Hey, Haywood!
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Ready?
From midfield, here's Allen. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Down! And over!
Let's go.
Stand! Stand! Go! Shoot!
Now a run with McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Sam on!
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, high 7.
24's the mic. All right, T. All right, T.
Get it.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Rock, rock it. Lead dribble.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 25.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first and 10, Goff gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hunt, 180.
Mike 5-4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Listen.
Goff now looks to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First down, Rams.
Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to look deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 42 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Goff throwing again. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Goff now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Again, Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He gets it to Cooks. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To the air again. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Hey.
Allen gonna throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Kill. Take 4.
Yep. Fine.
Here's Allen to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Come on, now. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Ready?
58 to Mike.
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a gain of 29.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, orbit.
24 is the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
24 is the mic.
Man, that's trash.
Get it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, and he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Move.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 67 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Hit it.
Allen now on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
80 weapon.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. Know your job.
Cut.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch
Bravo.
Pass.
5.
Allen now looks to throw. It's caught by Davis. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Back back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
50, play.
Brings up third down and 5.
Hey, Alpha. 52. I'm coming. Look at me. Zip. Ready?
To throw, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 16, Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Back to throw, Goff. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing on 2nd down, Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Hey!
58, boy, 58.
Big grip.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Quick dad. 6'6", pull it high.
Joker. Check 43. Check 3.
Look, squeeze. Check, go.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check nickel.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Recon, 132 fighter. 11.
Now Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You ain't going nowhere. He's coming.
Gone. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
We go tonight. Line 20.
In your face.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, here's Gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go.
Now Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
180. 54.
Check back. Check back.
Hold on. Check.
Watch my board.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Goff now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's McCaffrey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. This is McCaffrey on the give, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Panthers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gott.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch,